Hi, and welcome to the Gaming Enigma, where we talk about issues within gaming. This time we're talking about racism in gaming and its effects. Racism is no new concept within the gaming industry, and it doesn't matter what game you're playing or how you're playing it. It's no surprise to anyone that you will hear racist slurs or comments. The amount of racism in the gaming community is disproportionate to the racism in society. The anonymity of the internet provides very little consequences to racism. You either receive a permanent or temporary ban for the game that can be easily worked around by creating a new account with a new email. This is clearly not enough, as online studies show that some ethnicities face daily abuse while gaming. There needs to be an impactful approach to racism to show it has no place within its community, but many people have been praised the way the gaming community deals with racism, as it's just brushed over to not being sensitive. But how would this feel for the victim? Told they're being too sensitive, and the people that have been racist are dealing with it well.
My name is Martyna Serafin. I am 18 years old and I was born in Poland and moved to Scotland at the age of 2. I am in the gaming community and have had racist things said to me like "get back to your own country." It's made me feel invalidated and embarrassed to be Polish, which obviously I shouldn't have been. It's also made me feel unwanted and uncomfortable whilst gaming. However, I haven't reported it before because I just don't believe that there is a support system for people who have experienced racism, so I guess I just sort of keep it to myself. I wish I felt more safe in the gaming industry. I feel like sometimes I'm stressed a little about how the people I game or play with will act around me.
Experiencing racism online explicitly through gaming has been proved to cause a higher psychological distress level. This connects to the idea from the episode we did about mental health, as with a higher distress level it's impossible to be completely submerged within the game, not allowing you to properly practice escapism. It's an industry that's primarily used for escapism, isn't dealing with racial or racially motivated abuse well enough. This is the main problem within the community. There's a serious lack of reaction in many circumstances. There's an extremely casual response to racism within lobbies, and the gaming industry can already be toxic depending on what games you're playing. In a more competitive game, it's particularly bad, and this is because there's already toxic mindset and the community feeds off topics like racism and homophobia and sexism. It's clear that the gaming community does understand the seriousness of racism, especially shown through social media apps such as Twitter and Reddit, where there's debates about racism in gaming. It shows these people that know if they weren't in the isolation of their own home and had the anonymity of the internet, where no one could hear them or know who they were, it's very unlikely that they would say these things, as they know it's not acceptable. It's clear the gaming community needs to react stronger in reaction to racism, no matter where or how people are playing the game. However, racist abuse is not the only racism we see in the gaming community. There's a severe lack of diversity. There's a lack of characters from ethnic groups. There is a serious lack of this, and it makes people feel unvalidated as they do not see themselves in a mainstream form of media. This lack of representation can be really damaging, especially to young children. This can make them feel uncomfortable in their own skin. In a study conducted by The Reflector, based on the 100 top-selling and major games released since 2017, shows that nearly 80% of main characters are males, while 55% are white. This shows the lack of diversity in the gaming industry. Another statistic was that only 8% of main characters are female and non-white. Additionally, over 60 characters are white. For help about any issues spoken about today, there is Bristol Minds Black and/or Minority Ethnic Advocacy Service. There is Engage in Me peer support groups, Kindred Minds Group, Cultural Advocacy Project, Multi-Ethnic Counselling Service. These are all available on www.mind.org.uk. Thank you for listening. Please drop a follow and a like if you enjoyed. If you wish to contact us about any issues you heard today, or you'd like to comment on anything at all, follow us on Twitter. The username and link is in the description. Have a great day.